Hey, it's Ray Edwards and welcome back. So good to have you here. Have you ever heard the saying, make hay while the sun shines? Well, that was a saying I heard quite a bit when I was young, growing up in the Southeast, and the meaning of it was clear. When the sun is shining, that's the time to be out in the field harvesting the hay, because the cold, bitter winter weather is coming soon, and we'll need that hay to feed the animals during the winter. Now, that kind of agrarian lifestyle doesn't apply to most of us these days, but the principle is often repeated. Make hay while the sun shines. Hustle while you can, or in modern Game of Thrones parlance, winter is coming.
Winter is coming.
This is true, but does this mean that hustling is the best approach? Actually, I think resting is a better approach. It's more important, and it doesn't preclude hustle. What on earth am I talking about? That's what we're going to discuss today. 5 reasons why you need to take more time off. Yes, I'm going to suggest you need to take more time off. You need to rest more often. And this is something that's repeating itself a lot these days. Different people are talking about it, mainly because we're all so tired from the last year and a half. It used to be we just could say the last year. Now we have to say the last year and a half. And it's still dragging on with the whole global thing that's happening right now, the thing that shall not be named. But this year and a half has taught us some things about the importance of rest and taking care of yourself and not wearing yourself out to get rich. Yes, it's good to be diligent to pursue the things that are available to you now in terms of opportunity. I encourage you to do that. But I also encourage you, don't wear yourself out because you're the only you have. Think about that. Here are 5 reasons why you want to take more time off and get more rest. Number 1, being diligent is not about hustle. Now look, there comes a time when we need to work harder and put in longer hours. That time is every now and then. I don't even think it's true to say that there are seasons when we should hustle. I think there are days when we should hustle. There maybe are weeks when we should hustle. There may be a month where we need to hustle. If we don't rest even during that time of, quote, hustle, we'll pay the price in terms of health, in terms of peace of mind and relationships and all the things that we say we're hustling for. Oh, think about that for a minute. Reason number 2, you need to take more time off and build more rest into your routine. Busy does not equal productive. Somehow we get busyness confused with productivity. We get activity confused with accomplishment. And activity and accomplishment are not the same thing. I'm sure you know someone who is always busy and you ask them, hey, how's it going? They'll tell you, I'm so busy. They never have time to meet with you. They never have time to go out for a nice meal at a restaurant or to take a walk in the park or to just talk about books or your kids. They're always busy. They got so much to do and they always seem stressed and tired. And yet often that same person never seems to get anything of real substance accomplished. Why is that? This is the person who's confused activity with accomplishment. They're not the same thing. And I'm sure this is not you. But maybe you know someone who's like this, and you can have a talk with this person and tell them, hey, you need to take a little time to rest. Do fewer things of more importance. Let that person, not you, but that person you know, let them know the truth that can set them free. Number 3, the number 3 reason you should rest more and take more time off. Productivity is a single measure, not an entire recipe. You'd never think of making an entire recipe out of just one ingredient. If I told you, I need you to make a cake, you wouldn't just go get the butter and say, all right, here's your cake. Because I've got lots of butter. I've got 10 times more butter than the usual cake. That doesn't make any difference, my friend, because a cake is more than butter. Not much, but more than butter. Productivity is just one ingredient in the recipe for success. Other ingredients include diligence, wisdom, teamwork, and rest. Don't measure yourself only by your productivity, or you'll find you're a very one-note kind of dish that not that many people are interested in tasting. That took a weird turn. Reason number 4, you should take more time off and build more rest into your routine. Sprints are unsustainable. It's been my observation, especially over the last 18 months or so, many entrepreneurs and business owners and leaders are in a sprint and have been for 18 months. Many of them are cracking and coming apart at the seams right now, mentally, emotionally, financially, and in terms of their relationships. They're paying the price for running at a sprint pace for 18 months. That is not sustainable. Just physically, let's talk about physical exercise now. Human beings were built to sprint, and sprint means to go fast for a very short period of time. Go all out with all your energy for a very short period of time. Why very short? Because that's all you can sustain. If you keep trying to go at that pace, you'll eventually collapse. Your body will force you to stop. The same happens in work and in busyness. By the way, marathons are also not sustainable because you need to rest, to lie down and sleep, to read a good book that's not about business, to read a good story, a good poem, to watch a good play, to listen to some music, to play some music, to sing, to write a poem, to write a love letter to your beloved, to spend time with your beloved, with your children, with your dogs, your cat, in nature. All these things are not productive, but they're powerful and important because sprints and marathons are both unsustainable. Reason number 5, why you need to take more time off and build more rest into your schedule and your routine. Stay with me now. There's a direct correlation here. Music, you remember music, right? That thing you used to listen to before there were podcasts? Music only works because of the space between the notes, also called rests. If there were no space between the notes, there would be only noise. And that's what happens to most of us today when we try to run full out, arms and legs akimbo, helter-skelter, with no pauses, no rest, no sleep, no recreation, no recreation. You must pause for there to be music. Otherwise, you're just making a lot of noise. So those are the 5 reasons why you need to take more time off and more rest needs to be built into your routine. There are more reasons, I'm sure. Maybe you could share them. Put your comments below. Until next time, I pray that you're richly blessed. You know that you're deeply loved and highly favored. I wish you peace, and may you live long and prosper. See you next time.